welcome back to Vexx. This time we're going for DragonReach. But let's go back to Timbervale first because there is one thing we haven't done Timberdale. One thing we haven't done yet. It is to do with DragonReach. This is the only time I believe, yeah, it's the only time where you have to backtrack. Yeah. This is the only time you actually have to backtrack to another level to get a wraithheart. After this, you can just do every single other world, and it won't even matter. You'll get all the wraithhearts just in those worlds. But this is the only time you have to actually go back to a world to get a wraithheart in another world. But where do you do that? I'm about to find out because I'm going to skip a little bit of this level to basically show you where we're going to be. And if you've already seen it from the video, I'm pretty sure you already got a good idea on where we're going right now. So, here we are, back in the challenge room. This fucking place. Hate this place so much. We don't need to climb up again. We don't need to do that shit. We have to go up, but we're not going all the way up. Unlike last time. This time we're going to go for like a certain distance. This time we're going back to that place where it's like this very narrow path for ledge. It's all zigzagging shit. And of course has the life that's just hanging outside. You know, where you can instantly get fucked over. We're going back there because there is something different with that place now. Something new. You might also notice my health and my lives are different. I now have 8 lives instead of 6. That's because of the stupid idea of clicking new game instead of load game. Because new game was the second option while load game was the first. And I had to redo all this shit again. So I got pretty much a perfect run on my retry and I got 8. So anyway, let's go through this path again, and you might have noticed, or not, in case you can't really see, there are 2 platforms there. Right below here. You might have also noticed that little thing there, a button. What does it do? It unlocks that little passage. This passage can get fucked. This is the hardest entrance I've ever had to deal with in this game. And this is why this one's called number 2 hardest, in my opinion. And instead of having to, like, make you watch me go for, like, a 30-minute run of this shit, I'm instead going to skip this crap and just show you me actually getting inside. Which, I had to do this. Yeah. Fuck this room. Okay, so you might have noticed that we're in DragonReach now. We have just lost all the platform instead of having 2 around. There's a lot of seashells around here. It's all made of sand. And this place looks pretty much like the last place. It's just a tower, only except different. There's also this new enemy who slows us down. The only way to get out of it is if we waggle our analog stick. Gets killed in 1 hit. Doesn't really attack us, so pretty much completely pointless, and it's just there to annoy us. So yeah, so far this isn't so bad. I mean, yeah, it's slightly harder. Okay, I'm just kidding. It's a lot harder, which is why it's number 2. But why are we doing the tower again? Except in DragonReach? Well, there's a lot different with this one. For instance, this. There's no platform. Unless you notice that little sand that's falling out of nowhere. Yeah. Invisible platforms. Fucking hell. Gotta wait for that sand. Can't know where the hell we are or where we're going unless we have some sort of indication. And there's a bit of a gap there, so best not get tricked. Instead of jumping through that narrow crap, we're just gonna jump right over and past all this crap and get ourselves right over to here. Back to the Stompers, which are no different, by the way. But this part's different. There's this fucking thing, which is huge. And then there's these things. You might have noticed there's no life there, but there is a life there. Only one life in this area. And yeah, another one of those big fuckers. And another one of those slowdowners right there. I don't know why they're all big here, because they're really small in the actual world, but yeah. Another thing you might have noticed, that's really fast now. And yeah, they're not purple anymore, they're actually sand, but they don't have any difference. Also, you might have noticed that thing that's moving around there that has a life there, that's where the sand's coming out of, and no, don't go for it, it's a trap. Don't go for that life. I mean, you can go for the life that's just in front of us, right over there by that window. I mean, you can just do like a, you know, like a jump around windows, but yeah, I don't really recommend that one either. I mean, I got 10 lives anyway, so I don't really need to actually worry too much about that. And instead of pressing a button, the heart is just right there. So, we got our 11th wraithheart. Congrats to us. So now that that's out of the way, it's time to go to DragonReach. No, really, it's time to go there. By the way, we unlocked another world. So, let's actually go ahead and do this. Yeah, wait for a bit of loading, you know. Gotta have to. And jump. There we go. So on the DragonReach, you might have noticed just went dark. And by the way, there's the tower we just went into. Yeah. Quite a fucking tower. But yeah, the objective's not much different, you know, get soul jars, get 100 souls, you know, all that stuff. There are some interesting goals here, though. In case you're wondering, no, this level does not have a sundial challenge, so there is a sundial. There's a sundial on every level. It's just that certain levels have the challenge. This does not. What it has in place, though, is a minigame challenge. A minigame challenge against clones. Why must your inner demons haunt you? Show them your skills by sending them down to their doom. And that's what we're gonna do now. Welcome to the first minigame. We gotta outscore our inner demons 3 times. All we gotta do is run. The more platforms we take over, the better. Because we need as many platforms as we can, and we gotta make sure we do not have the least amount. If we have a lower than any of theirs, we're dead. And yes, we can lose our lives here. Now, we're about to, you know, let one of them die, so bye-bye number 40. Now we're into round 2, which is actually easier, and the timer is the same, 30 seconds. So last time I got about 60 points, you know, that wasn't very good. I actually fell down. But I can actually do a lot better than that in this minigame. This minigame's really easy, because all you have to do is just run around. So, these guys are pretty shit. The CPU is pretty dumb in this minigame. They slow down a lot, which is bad. And as you can see, I'm about to get 99. And number 68, or 69, just died. I guess because he was number 69, you know, 69 dies all the time. But now it's time to do the final round, which is just one guy, which is insanely easy. Because all you can do is just that. Just make a ring around him. But that's not getting very much points, so I decided to make a branching path here to show that, yeah, I can get over 100 points. It is possible. Just like that, 110. And Vexx wins. Time to get our wraithheart, which is our 12th one, and that is the minigame, the first one in the game. 12 wraithhearts, about 48 to go. It's only 9 wraithhearts in this world anyway, so. Alright, it's really dark right now, but our next objective is to get soul jars. And yeah, there's that fucking encased in crystal or some shit wraithheart that needs our stone ability, which is also here. There is another ability here too, but we're gonna be taking a little while before we get that one. First off, let me go and set that sundial to morning so I can see. Because when it gets dark, it can be hard to see. Now, same shit as always, 6 soul jars, just grab them all and you get a wraithheart. And let's also do this shit, as you can see. Now, 30 seconds like before. Oh, we're doing the rock one, I forgot. We're doing the rock one, not the soul jar one. That's after this one. Now, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck to go, because I fucked up. And, yeah, I fucked up big time. So, I'm not gonna have enough time to get there, sadly. So I decide, fuck it. Run out of time and then just do this. Try to climb up there. You might be thinking this is gonna be as hard as the last one, because we almost ran out of time on the last one. In fact, on my rerun of this, I got there on 0 seconds. Exactly 0 seconds. Not a single millisecond. But, no. This one is far easier than the last one. I do not know why. But, in this one, you can easily beat this one in above 10 seconds, like this. Boom. Really fast. So, now we have more wraithhearts. That is our 13th one, I believe. So, let's go and continue on for the soul jar one. Shit, my throat. I'm gonna need some water after the recording this part. I mean, this audio part. No, not this let's play part. So, I tried climbing up here. There's a pole up here, but there's nothing up here. By the way, that whirlpool down there, the sand whirlpool, if we fall in there, we die instantly. Don't do it. I'm trying really hard not to fuck up and fall down there. Because it is easy to go down there when you're doing the whole thing there. So there's 6 soul jars, but this time, unlike before where it's all over the world, and only once hidden, here it's actually really linear. Like it's all in a specific path. There's a the soul jar there, and it's a soul jar right down here. And then there's pretty much a line of soul jars. I mean, it's an awkward line, but it's a line. As you can see, there's the next soul jar. As we go up here, and we go through this shit. Go through the bones. No. Make a bit of a jump around here. The next soul jar is just around here. There it is, right down there. The next soul jar is just to the left of us after I kick this fucker down. There it is. And the last soul jar is right behind us. Right there. This is very linear. And the wraithheart is by where that pole was. So compared to the last world, Timberdale, this was a very linear soul jar path. And a very short one too. So there was absolutely no issues with this one. And because there were no issues, we got another wraithheart. Piss easy. Number 14. Next, we have pretty much the one that took me the longest to do. Collecting 100 souls. Now, I said before that as we go through more worlds and continue doing all these wraithheart shit, collecting 100 souls gets harder and harder and harder. It is no different here. This time it actually is tough. Because before, all we had to do was stay in the world and collect the souls. There were more than 100, really piss easy. Here, I mean before there were like 120, here there's like 102. So it's lessened by quite a bit. And I can't remember if this is the world where I have to start, or if the next world is where I have to start going through other areas outside of the main one to get the souls. Wait. Remembering. Yep, this is actually the... This is actually going to be the... almost the last world. I believe there's like 2 more worlds where I can actually get 100 souls without having to go to other areas. But as of now, this will be the last one because the next world we have to go to. Sorry. The next world we have to go to. We have to go to other areas to get our souls. So right now, I got 44 souls, and I'm actually having difficulty finding souls, and it's way too dark for me right now. So I'm just gonna turn up the brightness by, fucking the sundial. And now that I have enough time with the sun, all I have to do is look around for souls. So I got up to the soul jar path. I don't have to get the soul jars again to get fucking souls. I've tried. You don't get any souls for getting the soul jars again. There's some more souls. About 6 of them. So that'll put us to 50. So we're halfway there. Only 50 more and we're pretty much good to go for another wraithheart. Our 15th one, in fact. There's some more souls up here by these poles. We'll do some tricks there. Now you can obviously see a soul over there by the left of me. I did not see that, sadly. I went for a path here. There's a lot more souls here anyway. So here I go, collecting more souls. I thought there was souls back there, but they're not. There's more souls down here. And by around here, I should be at 46. Yeah. There's no souls up there, so no point going that way. There is a wraithheart there, but we'll get that later. So off I go, trying to find more fucking souls. There are some souls right there, and I hurt myself because I didn't time myself correctly. So I got 82 souls now. I'm almost there. There's a few more souls, 88. Now all I need is 12 more souls and we're golden. But where can I find 12 more? Well, I go around here and oh, look at that, 6 more. Only 6 more souls to go and we're good. We'll have our wraithheart in no time. Only one problem. This takes me a lot of time. In fact, this was quite annoying because I couldn't remember where I could find 6 more without going to other areas. There is an area around here that I'm trying to get to. There's this cliff that there's only one way to get up there. It has the remaining souls we need, but I can't remember where we have to go to get there. And it's pretty obvious what that is. You might have noticed the platform there. Back then we were going through past it and there was a soul next to it. There was a platform that can teleport us to that mountain, to that cliff. However, I did not remember this at all until about a few minutes later. Okay, 1 minute later. So I'm just fucking around trying to find souls. I'm thinking, hey, there might be souls, you know, outside of the cliff, outside in the open, but no. And also I'm getting pushed by cactuses. Fucking enemies. Trapped me in cacti. So I'm trying desperately to find some way to get up that cliff. As you can see, I'm looking up there. And I fucked up and I fell. I didn't mean to do that. So I'm just going to go back up and do that again. Go past miniature aliens, you know. The easy enemies. They're no difficulty to me. This time I carefully go ahead through. Now I can make a jump here. There's some crushers here. I do not want to get crushed. I can go on top of them, but there's no point because there is nothing up there. I thought there was, but there wasn't. And lo and behold, there's 3 more here. So all I need is 3 more. But again, I don't know how to get up to the cliff. I'm looking around. I thought I could just climb up there, but no, I can't figure out what to do. I'm honestly stuck. I mean, I do not want to go to the other areas because, you know, I want to show that yes, you can get the souls here and get 100 without having to go anywhere else except the main world. As you can see, there's the 3 of them that's missing. There they are, right there. I'm just got to jump through them, right? Just jump right at them. Too far. And I hurt myself. Fuck. So, I'm out of ideas. I have no idea what to do. I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll have to try it again. But as you'll soon see, as I start climbing back up here, I then notice the platform with the 1 soul. That'll bring me to 98. And those other souls, the free ones, will bring me to 101. I notice this when I go up this pole. There it is, right there. I now notice that. I now notice the soul. All I have to do is go to my left and get the soul and the pad. Because the pad will do this, as you can see. Teleportation. So, there you go. I got my 2 souls, which means I can get my wraithheart. But let's explore this little area here first, because there is another thing here that we need to get. This token. What is this token? Well, if you remember from, well, the first fucking part, this token gives us an ability. But what ability? We have now learned the air suit power, which means we can fly. But now we have our new power up. Let's get our next wraithheart, which is number 15. So, now we've got our 15th wraithheart. We should continue on, right? Well, first let's read those poem things. I didn't actually read them before. Find a pulsing treasure on an ancient knuckle. Take care in each measure, or it may just may buckle. Beneath the dragon's grasp, with time to make him stop, you must move twice as fast without hop and drop. Drop and hop. What once was ancient swells, a seeded drain below. To find it down the wells, you'll find you have to go. Where dragon's heart did beat, a doorway of suspense, within use talon's heat to loosen things immense. Beyond the fossil's grasp, a ship floats in the air. Just thread the banded path to get you there. Again, a heart in sight is locked within clear walls. Without your molten might, it remains beyond your calls. If in a certain spire, while moving hand over hand, access you'll acquire to a castle of sand. The spirits of the damned, and you know the hearts. Yeah, it's the same two poems we got before. So yeah, only 9 hearts. 2 of them we've already heard of and already know what to do with them. You know, I think it's about time we do another one. We haven't done the first one yet, but we'll get to it soon. Anyway, the next one we're going for is what could it be? What could it be? I don't think it takes much of a, you know, rocket scientist to figure out what I'm going to do next. We've got a new token, a new ability, so that means the ability is somewhere around here in this area, right? So, fuck it, let's go and see where we can find it. And let's go and check at that one area I have not checked at yet. That skull. Slide down there, and there it is. This is what it does. It gives me wings, and it gives us 20 seconds. These things can make us faster. We can go fast by going down. We'll go slow by going up. There's our wraithheart, and that is number 16. Now that's out of the way. Really quick one, actually. The next one isn't much of a, well, big surprise, at least. Find a pulsing treasure, yada yada yada. I don't think it should be too hard to figure out where I'm going for this one. I don't have much left anyway. Now, we're pretty much reaching the 30-minute mark. We're like 28 minutes, so you might be thinking that this is going to be in 2 parts, right? No. In fact, this is all going to be 1 part. Because the only reason why Timberdale took 2 parts is because of that one area, tower. The tower was absolute bullshit and took me a long time. This took me at least 40 minutes when I started doing editing of this video. I mean, yeah, the tower took me about 30 minutes to actually get into the opening, but really, this is all just 1 part. This isn't really worthy of 2 parts. Why should I split this one when I can just give you like the 40 minutes? Better for me not to waste your time and actually just give you the content. So now we're back here. Now it's a small obstacle course, like, you know, there's some fire here and all, and if we fall, we die instantly. But when we get up to here, we just grab the heart, and that's it. That's number 17. Don't have much left now. Only 2 more wraithhearts for DragonReach, and we're done. Now the next one is pretty much the longest one. I mean, you could argue the tower one was the longest, but I honestly think this one is the longest in terms of how long it took me in this part. There's someone underwater, and this time we actually get a map of locations and everything. There's these rings that are around underwater, which open doors, and you might notice those square things on like around the map. These are those things. We have to touch all of them to unlock the wraithheart, and then we can go grab it. Now the longer we stay underwater without getting any bubbles, which are really fucking big, we will lose health like that, and the bubble counter will go faster and faster until we get killed. So try and find some bubbles as soon as possible and refill. By the way, there are some enemies underwater that will try to kill you, and I don't know how you can kill them. I'm sorry to say, you're gonna have to take the hit if you're gonna be slow. So that was the first area. The next area isn't that bad. It's just right next to us. I almost fell off again, and I fell off again. So, let's just wait for myself to move my ass over to the actual second location for this wraithheart, which is right there. No platforms or anything, just go down. So, as far as I know, there's only like one box here, and it's locked by a door, which gives us a nice little camera angle there and all. So this area has the least amount. Okay, it's the shortest. So after getting that, it's time to go to the funnel area, which has a lot of squares. In fact, this funnel area is where we can actually complete this goal and get the wraithheart. So after getting stuck there, here we are in the funnel area. Now, you might have noticed there's a door there, and I can't go in. So after getting a bubble, there's a ring that unlocks the door, and that gets me to a box. This is the last box that is locked by a door. So after getting stuck around the corner, it is kind of hard to swim around here with the camera and all. Here's the box, and that's leaving only 2 more. However, from what I see on the map, there's only 1 in my eyes. But there actually is 2. You might have seen that I just passed one, but I didn't even notice it. I just went for this one first. This one was tough. I couldn't find this one at all. I thought I was blind or something. I couldn't see this one at all. You're gonna find out why I can't find that one. And it's not very good. But I then think that, you know, there's another gap there. I might as well go there and grab the box, and there's the box. But then I noticed there's one more, so I have to go around and find that fucking box, which I thought might have appeared because I got all the other boxes. So I looked around, and lo and behold, it's right at the bottom. And after getting the box, I actually got stuck. There's the wraithheart, it's by the door, but I actually got stuck. I had a hard time getting out, the camera was being a dickhead, and I couldn't see where I was going. And I don't think you can either. But I got out of it. I got through all the gaps. And then I made my way to the exit, which is where the wraithheart was, which gives us 18. Only one left for DragonReach. And it's the obvious one. Oh look, a new world has opened. That'll be way later. So, if you might remember, there was an area I pretty much did not go into about twice, maybe. I mean, it was open. I could have gone in there pretty much any time. And it is a bit annoying, this goal, but you know, it's not that bad compared to some of the other shit we've dealt with so far. But why I leave for last? Because I honestly think this is the least interesting in my opinion. Okay, I'm kidding here. This is actually, to me, the least fun goal to do. Outside of the tower, I mean. Yeah, the tower is the least fun, but I wanted to get that shit out of the way as soon as possible, which is why I did it first. This, I'm doing last. So here we are at the DragonReach Temple. You might have noticed the wraithheart's just right over there, but we can't reach it. And there's 4 blocks that are tied by rope. We need to take them down. You might have also noticed the Rayman ghosts are here, and they will be an annoyance. You can't kill them as far as I've tried, and I've tried a lot. So all you can do is pretty much ignore them. So there's 4 rooms. The first one is this one, which is a bunch of pole vaulting. Now, if you fall down here into this black pit, you'll die. Don't fall down. Don't. So after doing that, I cut the first rope and down goes the first block. Only 3 left to go. I thought I could skip. You can't. It's too far. I go the other direction this time, and like before, I go left and I climb. This time this is air vent here, which will get us higher. So after getting it right, I pretty much got up and began the second room. I didn't know how I was supposed to go over there because I couldn't see any ground in front of me. In fact, I thought I would have died if I did what I did. But yeah, as you can see, I could have died right there. But I went for a leap of faith, and I pretty much landed on a platform, like so. Go me. So it's a narrow path that leads to the spinning blade shit that would push us. Just jump over that, and then just jump across. And then cut rope. That's 2 down, 2 more to go. We cannot climb from that one, by the way. I've tried again. I've tried many ways. This time we're gonna go right, because if we're going left twice now, we've already done the leftmost one. So let's go right and see what's over there. This time we got some moving platforms. AKA the moving kind in which, you know, it's all seesawish. Oh wait, we'll push it down. We can fall down easily because of it. Really easy, just go through it. Cut the rope. That's free. 1 to go. And in case you're wondering, no, I cannot climb that one. I wish I could, but I can't. And yes, the ghosts are fucking annoying me now. 1 more to go. So let's go right. Oh great, I have to wait. Okay. So I gotta wait for this little platform to come back. It takes a bit. Alright. Now then, what is the last one? Well, it's just a few moving platforms and a bunch of narrow shit. We can just jump over that crap and get to the end. It's really easy. So, that's it for this, because we've got all 4 platforms down. Now we gotta do is get the wraithheart, right? Well, I would if the ghosts would stop being pricks, but I can't kill them, so they're not gonna stop. But hey, we've beaten DragonReach. Alright, so now we've pretty much gotten all the wraithhearts and, well, everything in DragonReach. It's time we go for the 3rd location. So what's the 3rd world? Number 5. The Neverglades. Relics wrecked, lay and rot, or mystery that inspired. Heads up, miners, cavett, some assembly required. Oh my god. A drop into a well is followed by a splash. Beware the fish are fell, electric is their lash. This age-old citadel, the time and sand devour, its hazards you must quell, to scale its inner tower. The temple of Nanak lies buried in the sand. Head up to make 3 clicks and try for one last stand. Shadowed alcove through a game of gatherings, collect more than a few to win at temple rings. That doesn't even rhyme. Above dark cavern floats, hard teasingly so near, to get high above the moats, hope flies, not your fear. Overshadowed pools in gloom, lifeless eyes are dark, and sockets fire will bloom if lightning there does arc. An ancient temple wall contains a mystery, return before the fall and join its history. And there's the 101. So notice there's no soul jar one, which is interesting, because I believe there is soul jars in this one. But notice there is about 9 here as well. So after a loading screen, and yes, we've just, gone to the 40-minute mark. I tried to pause it at the song, but I fucked up and unpaused during the song like this. There the song went. I didn't even know. Because it's really hard to hear that song. But yeah, next time, the Neverglades. See ya.